And I bet you do.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I just got a text saying if you get a text saying that Trump is arrested, ignore it because they're trying to attack your bank account. I'm just like, what?
You need to be arrested. You need to be gone. Gone for good. Why you gotta get him? Why? That right, that. Download the app for
Yeah, what's the?
that.
Shoot. What was I about to say? I was about to say something. I forgot.
What country?
Huh? Oh, you
So
know,
what country?
it was actually something I read online. To be real with you, I was gonna get to, but
Okay.
shit. What's up, Q? Thank God the weekend. See, this week went by really slow. It's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to have me some fun. You say your TV works. That's what's up. Oh shit. What's that?
That's that shit.
Hmm.
That's that shit. You know.
So Jordan Peele got a new movie coming out soon. They say it might be a werewolf movie or some shit.
Yeah. We're doing a werewolf film.
That's gonna be actually interesting. Werewolf movie. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the cast is gonna be good.
Hopefully. Mm-hmm. Killer Tape hit me up.
You said what?
Killer Tape hit me up. Remember Killer Tape, right?
Yeah. How's he doing?
He hit me up. This nigga bet me tonight. He's like, yo, because he a Lakers fan and Lakers playing my Knicks. He's like, yo, if the Knicks win, I'm gonna send you some new vinyl.
Oh shit.
So I want my Knicks to beat the Lakers ass tonight. I got some vinyl to get.
Yeah, I'm debating on copping some CDs next week
Right.
because I'm getting some shit from Amazon
Uh,
and as far as vinyls go, I might go to the one vinyl stop at
Right.
probably like in Durham or Chapel Hill, but I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna. I'm gonna be real with you. Lately, I've been more catching more CDs because I think with vinyls,
Hmm.
I like I like copping vinyls, but with
Right.
everybody re-release shit on vinyl now, it's just the whole vinyl thing. I don't know. I just been more
Yeah.
catching CDs and shit.
Yeah, he was like, yo, he was like, you got your choice. If your team win tonight, then you can have vinyl, or I'll send you some action figures or some CDs, whatever you want.
Oh,
So
speaking of which, I gotta show you some
yeah,
shit.
I'm like, yo, we got a May pickup stream coming up, so that's great, perfect for me. You know what I mean?
Yo, so me and my homeboy Justin,
Uh,
we went to a video game convention. I'm
okay.
starting. I'm gonna start collecting Pokemon cards again and shit.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
Pokemon cards. Are big. I got a homie. His name is this week he do fitted pickups. You know, and he do like Pokemon card pickups and stuff.
nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So he got a YouTube channel. I definitely want to do a live stream with him coming up because he got like a huge hat collection like myself. So
yeah, man. I used to have be a mad Pokemon collector back in the day, but my mom threw away all my Pokemon cards when I was little.
yeah, so he buys
So
those and shit.
yeah, so some of these I might just collect just for my personal use. Some of these I might just collect to sell and stuff like
Right?
that. You know, but at the moment, I'm just living in this nostalgia at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! And I'm gonna put this phone on vibrate because it's getting on my nerves.
You know my notes.
Everyone always wants to use my Netflix.
Mm-hmm. They know.
No, I don't mind it. I mean, as long as I still watch it and shit, fuck it.
Right. I was just
I'm,
watching Zero Day on there.
you said 0 day?
Yeah, with what's his name? De Niro. De Niro's in it,
Oh wow.
and Angela Bassett. Like, Angela Bassett plays the president, but she need help when the whole world goes out. Like they have like a cyber attack, and they trying to find out the terrorist that did it.
So a black
And
woman is and she needs
right,
help. Wow.
right, and Robert De Niro used to be the president, but he left because I think his son passed away, so he had to bow out. But she needs his help into finding out who did the cyber attack.
Must be a Trump supporter that wrote that.
It's like short. It's like only 6 episodes.
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, so I'm at like episode 3 now,
Okay, I might check it
and they're
out.
like he's like kind of like older. He's like basically like Biden. Like he's older. He's kind of senile. You know,
Hmm. Okay.
he's saying shit.
Alright. I'm gonna get some water downstairs,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna start this shit because my throat's dry.
South Park. I ain't see South Park in forever, yo.
I'm gonna do this review, make some tacos. Whew. Seems like whenever you get older, the weekends are longer to come these days.
Okay,
All right, I'm ready to start whenever you are.
let's go.
What's up, you two? How y'all doing? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Tron in the building with me.
What up?
Before I start, I want to give a rest in peace to Boy Ayers. You know what I'm saying? Who I feel
Man,
like is one of the best and most influential jazz artists ever. You know what I'm saying? They said that he passed away because he had he was sick for a long time and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
um,
He's best known for like shit like Everybody Loves the Sunshine. The Searching. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole shit he did with the Void Airs, Ubiquity, and stuff like that's crazy. Um, Honestly, a lot of my love for jazz music came when I first heard his music and stuff like that too. I
yeah,
remember what got me into his music. I've always heard his stuff being sampled, but it was actually Master Ace Incorporated when they did that song, "Turn It Up." I love that beat, that,
mhm,
and they used that Sunshine sample. And yeah, I know that song has been used by so many people.
yeah,
I know that, but the way how they used it, it just fit that Sitting on Chrome album. By the way, Sitting on Chrome is a classic album. Y'all should check that out. We did a review on that years ago.
mm,
And one of the things that I have to say that I feel like he does not get the credit he deserves is like I always felt like he definitely was a key ingredient to bridging the gap between jazz and R&B. I know a lot of people want to say Herbie Hancock, which I'm not really the biggest Herbie fan like that. I mean, he cool, but it's like people always focus on Herbie Hancock, but Roy Ayers literally combined jazz and R&B and stuff like that too. Even though like a lot of his '80s material I wasn't really too keen on and
uh,
stuff like that. I'm more of like '70s, but his stuff has been seen by a lot of people from Mary J. Blige, Pete Rock, and CL Smooth. Oh my God.
Brand
Let me
Nubian.
get Brand Nubian. Oh yes, Brand Nubian.
Uh,
What's good,
uh,
Roman? Um, yeah,
Funk
man.
Dubious.
Who?
Funk Dubious.
For what song?
That was on the dedicated joint from the Brother Doobie.
It's been years since I've heard that joint though, but I'm gonna check it out. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, also I want to give a rest in peace to Peter Engel. He was a dude that made Saved by the Bell. He was the executive producer.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be real with you. I actually thought he already passed away. I'm gonna be real with you and stuff. But yeah, man. Saved by the Bell, we might make fun of it, but that's been a nostalgic favorite for like a lot of people and stuff like that. And he made like a lot of those other teen shows like California Dreamin', City Guys, which I feel like is very underrated. Hang Time. So pretty much, if all them teen shows like in the late '80s, '90s, he pretty much made. But Saved by the Bell was like his baby and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to him. I think that's everybody that passed away. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So
Jeffrey
today's
Osborne's wife. She passed away.
oh yeah, Jeffrey Osborne's wife.
Mhm.
Salute. Yeah. All right. So today's album anniversary is gonna be Janae Ako with Chilamum Chilamumbo, whatever.
Columbo.
Chilumbo,
Columbo.
excuse Chilumbo. All right. This album came out March 6th, 2020. This literally came out like 1 week before the whole COVID, but I'm not gonna talk about that shit right now. This came out 3 years after Trip, which is actually my favorite Janae Aiko album.
Classic.
This album classic, yeah. This album right here, I actually like this album. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it as much as Trip. I'm gonna be real with you, but that does not mean it's a disappointment either. I feel like this album, it definitely kind of continues on with that sound. It has more like a neo soul kind of sound to it, whereas like Trip is more like psychedelic R&B and everything like that. So you know what I'm saying? When it came to this album, she's focusing on more like relationships and like focus on like transitioning and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? She recorded this album in Hawaii, which you can definitely tell with her Hawaiian vibe and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Around this time, a lot of people thought that she was breaking up with Big Sean, and stuff like that too. Which that's of course was not true and shit. You know what I'm
Good
saying? But yeah, yeah, it was like some shit
one.
happened, but yeah. But this song has songs like "Happiness Over Everything" with Future Miguel, "One Way Street" with Absol, "None of Your Concern," ironically with Big Sean, "BS" with her. You know what I'm saying?
Big
I
Sean.
mean, I love 10K Hours with Nas too. That was pretty dope. You
Big
know what I'm
Sean.
saying? So, yeah, man, this album was actually nominated for a few Grammys and stuff like that too. It was nominated for Album of the Year, and it was nominated for Best Progressive R&B Album. 2021. I'm just gonna look at this real quick because I'm actually curious.
Big
So for
Sean.
2021, it lost to Taylor Swift with the Folklore album. Um, ugh, but that's nuts though.
Folklore.
For Best Progressive R&B, it lost to Thundercat. It is what it is, which I'm not mad about that. Thundercat, that album slaps, to my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, this album went platinum too, which is surprisingly surprising for an album this day and age. Because you'll be lucky if you actually went gold in this day and age too. So what do you think about this album though? What are your thoughts?
We did an album review, and I don't remember a damn song on the album. I remember listening to it. I don't remember none of the songs on it. You know, but I mean, she a dope artist. Like I really enjoyed Trip. I think Trip was her best album, and I can't wait to hear her new music when it drops. She's dope. She's a dope artist.
I like I said, when it comes to Janae, well, I remember when she first came out, I cannot stand her. I
Uh,
cannot stand like I don't need you. I don't. I was
yeah,
like, if I hear that fucking song,
yeah.
but that
And then
shit,
she had like the "Post to Be" song. Everybody remember the lyrics on her part, and you know,
the less said about the song, the better. But once she dropped that 2088 and then Trip, I was like, okay,
yeah,
okay, okay. I can see she's great. She's getting better because
right,
if
right.
she would have stayed in that lane, I
Uh-huh.
would have been like, hell no.
And she had a good she was at Coachella last year. She had a good Coachella set.
I heard about that. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
We definitely got
yeah,
to talk about.
2088.
Did we talk about 2088? I
He
think
was
we
good on that
did.
too. She was
Yeah.
she was she was the star. I've never been a big Sean fan, so he was definitely the star of that album.
Big Sean, he did his one thing I can say about Big Sean. I'm not a Big Sean fan, but he did step his pen game up over the
Uh,
years. I would say that.
uh,
You know what I'm saying? Like he Big Sean could have been where Drake is at right now, because he had his shit with Kendrick too, but
yeah,
you know he just stepped his pen game up and everything. He just minded his own business, so
uh,
I can respect that. Unlike other rappers and shit, but
do the right thing.
right, and he has a good ear for beats. I would give him that too, but yeah, but don't expect no Big Sean review anytime soon. So I'm to take it to the Billboard charts before we start. I actually found an interesting Billboard charts from the week of March 3rd, 1973. Soul LPs and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I love me some 70s soul, so you already know. You already
Yeah,
know. All right. If y'all can see it, number 10. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do a top 20. We got enough time. Fuck it. Number 20, Johnny Nash. I can see clearly now.
I
I never
can
really
see.
cared for that song. I like Jimmy. I like the Jimmy Cliff version of that song more. To be real with you,
Yeah,
you know. Number 19, James Brown, Get on the Good Foot. Love that. Love that album. James Brown at his finest. Number 18, Curtis Mayfield, Superfly. I mean, the first gangster rap album. I say that. Number 17, Bobby Womack, Understanding. To me, Bobby's best album. We need to talk about some Bobby Womack in the future.
I'll be warm.
Number six, yes, sir. Number 16, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, 1957 to 1972. This was like the compilation album that they dropped around the time Smokey Robinson left the group and stuff like that. I feel like for diehard Smokey fans, that would be a dope compilation for y'all.
Mm,
So number 15, The Four Tops, Keeper of the Castle. That was the first album they did on ABC Records. Ain't no woman like the one I got. That song was on
Ooh,
there. Number
ain't no nigga.
14. Yes. Number 14, Bobby Womack again with the Across 110th Street soundtrack. One of the best black exploitation movies. One of the best soundtracks. Need I say more? Number 13, Watt Stacks. This is pretty much the Stacks. When they had that Watt Stacks concert with Isaac Hayes, all the top Stacks artists at the time. Isaac Hayes, I think Rufus Thomas was there too. Very dope and shit. Number 12, Billy Preston, Music Is My Life. I think that's the album with Nothing from Nothing Leaves
Ooh,
Nothing.
but
You gotta
then
have
want
something
something.
if you want to be with me.
That Eddie Murphy singing that in part two of what's that? 48 hours.
Yes,
Crazy.
for real. I love that.
Yeah.
Number 11, we got Timmy Thomas with Why Can't We Live Together. Speaking of Drake, that's the sample he got with Hotline Bling. That's pretty much
Right.
the only knowledge I have of the artist to keep it a buck with you. Number 10, Billy Paul with 360 Degrees of Billy Paul. Classic, classic album right there. One of Philadelphia Soul's finest. Number 9, Jermaine Jackson with the Jermaine. I think that was actually Jermaine's first solo album. That was the one with Daddy's Home and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Die Hard Jackson 5 fans, I will get that album. You know what I'm saying? But to me, the Jermaine Jackson I fuck with is Let's Get Serious. That's the
Yeah.
album.
Let's
Um,
get
my, name,
serious.
my name is Jermaine album from '76 wasn't too bad either. You know.
Mhm.
Anything before 1982. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm not really the biggest Jermaine Jackson fan. So number 8, the OJ's Backstabbers. Again, going back to Soul Classic. Um, Number 7, Al Green, Green is Blues. I think that was a joint with Love Here. I think that was a joint with that. I know that was one of the last albums he did before the Grits incident, if I'm not mistaken. Number 6, Marvin Gaye with Trouble Man. A very fire soundtrack and stuff like that too. Um, Number 5, Philly Soul was just killing it around this time. The Stylistics,
Yeah.
round two. Not as good as the first album, but I would still would recommend that one. Number 4, Diana Ross, Lady Sings the Blues soundtrack. I need to get my hands on that soundtrack too. That's a classic soundtrack. Number 3, damn, the Billboard charts was actually doing good around it. Okay, number 3, Al Green with I'm Still in Love with You. I mean,
Ooh, classic.
classic. This
The
the
whole
album
album.
cover.
Yeah.
Number 2, Stevie Wonder with Talking Book. One of my
Mm,
favorite albums of all time. I mean,
definitely.
You and I, probably Stevie's best song. You know what I'm saying? And number 1, The World is a Ghetto by
Mm,
War. You know,
yes.
one of my favorite albums from that time too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the biggest War fan, but that's actually my favorite album from the group, and I think I do have that album too. So yeah. All right, so let me get with the album. Let me get with the album review. So the album that we are going to talk about today, um, I didn't never thought we were going to talk about this album, but you know what? Fuck it. It's Adina Howard with Do You Want to Ride, coming straight from 1995, February 28th. Um, Recently, it just had its 30th anniversary, so this you can kind of say this is a quasi 30th anniversary review, whatever. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Um, this was released under East West Records. It came out with 3 singles: "Freak Like Me," "My Up and Down," and "It's All About You." Oh my God, I'm gonna have fun with this album tonight. Okay.
Mm, 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 mm.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Okay. Producers include George A. Corete, Mike Loma, Mo Do, and Lee Ray, Dinky Bingham, Ron Harris, Doc Little, Something for the People, and Mass Order. Um, Guest appearances include there's this male rapper. I'm trying to find the name of him. So a male rapper in the first song, but the other major guest appearances include Yo Yo and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. So how did you get into Adina Howard?
It was a song, yo. Like the song just. They were just playing the song every day. You know what I'm saying? BET played it, MTV played it, the radio played it, people driving by played it. You know, I didn't know shit about her, still don't know shit about her. You know, and it just became like a probably the best song of '95, the hit song right there, for R&B, and you know, you know, it sounded like a G Funk, you know, track, and there was a lot of that going around at that time in music, and you know, people trying to capitalize off of G Funk, and you know, she was cute, and that was basically it. You know what I'm saying? I remember like certain songs that she did. You know, she did a song, "T-shirt and panties on," and she had the remix with Cameron on that. And I remember the radio played that a lot, and um, something happened with her album cover for the second album. She had like a snake on the album cover or some shit. And we didn't I don't know too much about her. Like I know she was um I want to say she's from the West Coast, and you know she just had this big one big song, this big hit record. You know what I'm saying? That really everybody seemed to love. You know what I'm saying? And I never understood why. I'm like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't no Tony Braxton. You know what I mean? You know, and even now, like I see a lot of people that follow me post the album. I'm like, I never bought it. You know what I'm saying? Because I always felt like it was like a one hit. You know what I'm saying? And even back then, like we could tell who was one hit and who was gonna be here for a long time, and I never cared to buy it. So um, it was dope. You know what I'm saying? It's a party record. You know, a lot of people loved it. You know, they played it at their barbecues and they parties and stuff, and you know, I don't know too much about it like that. So
I feel you. Well, I pretty much got into music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? One of them little Time Life commercials played that a snippet of the song, and I immediately got hooked on that. You know what I'm saying? It was to me that Boosie Collins sample. Which I'm gonna talk more about that. And she's an artist. I'm gonna be real with you. We might look at her as her being like maybe like a one hit wonder, but she was a pretty groundbreaking artist at the time because
yep,
I'm explaining. Let me explain because at a time when there was like R&B in the mid '90s, you had your Mary J. Blige's, you had your Leah's, your Brandy's, and they either had like a certain edge towards them or a goody goody image. Whereas Anita was just a straight up freaky girl, straight up bad girl, and stuff like that too. Mind you, this was literally a year before Lil Kim had a solo debut, a year
yeah,
before Fox came out. You know what I'm saying? This was way before Mia X and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Just that raunchiness. And yeah, you had your raunchiness and acts like Patra and everything like that too. But at the same time, Adina was just more direct, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And personally, her being a one hit wonder and stuff like that. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that and stuff like that too, because I feel like diehard fans, you know, they have their songs from her, but I think the pop crowd, they would say she's a one hit wonder, but it's a it's
like
a
when your parents can name her song, that's when you know she was one hit. She had that one hit that everybody knew. You know what I'm saying? And because everybody knew it and it was played everywhere, that was her thing. That was how she people recognized her. You know what I'm saying? And she had the gorgeous looks and and then she was dating Wanye from Boyz II Men. So there's that. You know.
right. Yeah, definitely. Um, but yeah, man. So that's why I'm kind of interested in this album and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So So for those who don't know who Adina Howard is, she is an R&B singer coming straight from hold on one second, straight from Grand Rapids, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? And she was living with a mom and her three younger sisters and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? They would eventually move to Phoenix, Arizona, and everything like that too. And pretty much, that's when she got into music and singing and everything like that too. And ironically, her biggest music influence, or one of her earlier music instruments, was Madonna. Ironically,
Of
and
course,
stuff like that. Hmm.
makes sense. Michigan, Madonna's from Michigan.
Yep.
Adina from Michigan. Madonna was doing all of this way before Adina. It makes sense.
Right. And and she she was singing, and that's when she got the attention from producer Levio Harris, who eventually also became a manager. And he got her demos and everything like that too, which ended up getting her a deal with East West Records and stuff like that too, which we've recently talked about a few times on this channel and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they were working on their music and everything like that too. And what ended up happening was the fact that they were working on this album called "Do You Want to Ride" and everything. You know what I'm saying? And this album pretty much came out around the time in early '95 and everything like that. Too, you know what I'm saying? And the production was handled mostly by like people that they picked from the label and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it had that one single, and we already know what it was. So this is the album cover right here. Pretty much sets the whole sets the whole pace of the album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And um, yeah, just screams 1995, screams 1995, screams all that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So this album got 13 tracks, and we're gonna get started with the first track. We're gonna get started with the first track called "You Got Me Humping" and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Who is that? I think the male rapper from what I looked up is a cat. It was LSD and it was Def Jeff, which I
Okay,
don't know why they were, which I don't know why they weren't credited, but it is what it is. But other than that, this track was pretty straight. I love this track. It uses a sample of the Gap Band. You know what I'm saying? It uses that Gap Band sample and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this one right here was not a bad way to start off the album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like it.
I like the beat. That's really about it. I didn't care for the rapping. Dude sounded like he was on LSD. You know, Def Jeff, a legend. Def Jeff is a legend that nobody talks about, and he's done some shit like this, which is crazy. You know, um, but yeah, I like the beat.
Yeah, that beat was fire and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. Okay. Next track we got is called "Freak Like Me." I mean, this signature track and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Her signature song.
Oh,
I mean that G Funk R&B, man. That was a dope mixture and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, this song right here, if it wasn't for songs like this, you probably wouldn't have like Lil Kim's No Time. Probably wouldn't have shit like, what's that one song? Gwen Stefani's Let Me Blow Your Mind. Tracks like that, you know what I'm saying? Like this track right here is banging. One of the most banging R&B tracks I've heard and stuff like that. I'm not gonna piece some of the lyrics though, because it's gonna sound weird coming from me and stuff like that. But yeah, man, this one right here very dope and shit like that too. I mean, I remember even in episode Martin, Shanae was singing this song and
right.
stuff like that too. So that's how crazy this song was. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, one of my favorites because there's actually another song I like though as much.
It's a bop. You know, it's like I said, like you put this on at any cookout and party, you know, people gonna love it. You know, definitely a banging track. You know, he did what he needed to do on here and made a hit record, and that's why everybody loves it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, next song. Give me one second. Next song we got would be "If We Make Love Tonight." This was produced by Something for the People. You know what I'm saying? They were like an R&B group from
Mhm.
Oakland who also produced a lot of joints too for other people. I think the best known song that they produced was that joint with Trina and Tamara called "My Love Is the Shh." You
Yep,
know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real
that's
with you.
solid.
I'm I mostly like them for their songwriting and producing and
Mhm,
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I think if I'm not mistaken, they did that song for UNV called "Something's Going On."
mhm. They did
Oh,
they were on the Will Smith, just the two of us from Big Willie style.
yeah,
They were
yes,
on that
yes,
joint. Yeah,
yeah, very very underrated. But
yeah,
this joint right here was pretty dope. I love this joint. The melody was fire and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this one right here, I definitely fuck with this song a lot and shit. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wish they had some more singles
right.
and stuff like that too. Because you know, back in that time, R&B joints, you had like at least four singles at
Mhm.
most. But I'm gonna tell you why this album wasn't even marketed that well. I'm gonna tell you why after this review and shit. So yeah,
I mean, they had janky labels back then. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think her record label even knew that she was gonna give them like a big hit record with that song. So it's like, how do you promote it
it's
now? What are we gonna do?
it's more than that, but it's more than that.
I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Nice little beat. The beat was fire. You know, it could have been a single. And I think something for the people is like underrated. You know, with the stuff they came out with in R&B was dope.
Definitely. Alrighty. Okay. Next joint we got is "I Want to Eat." Let's play a game. Albums with annoying skits.
Right.
For real. But at least again, I'll give this album credit. The skits do go with the album's concept and shit like that too. So I'll give it that credit.
I I didn't care for the skits. I mean, there's like a good chick on like at a restaurant, and she's talking about how she want an OE, you know, what they call like malt liquor back then, and we wanted some pig's feet or some shit. I'm like, what does this have to do with the album? Though? But it wasn't Adina. That wasn't Adina that was playing in the skit. That was somebody else. So,
I guess the sexual metaphors, I guess, you know. Hmm. Other than that, yeah. Next joint we got is "You Can't Be My Nigga" featuring Yo Yo. Again, another pretty dope track right here. Everyone knows that sample that's been used. All I'm gonna say about that sample, Mobb Deep used it the best and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. Um, I mostly really like this song for the beat, to get it real with you, but I do like hearing Yo Yo rapping doing guest appearances because kind of a different side of Yo Yo because this is around the time too when they were trying to really sexualize her image and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But because mind you, both artists was on the same label too and
Mhm.
everything too. So that should tell you something. But yeah, this is not a bad track. I actually like this track. You know.
Yeah, it was dope. Like it. You know, Yo Yo did her thing. Liked her verse. You know, that should have been a single too. Like, I mean, you have Yo Yo on there, probably like the big name on her album, and they don't release it as a single. So, I thought it was dope though.
Right, definitely. All right, next track we got is "It's All About You." Um, love the Bills Biz Markie sample that they used in the beginning. You got Andrea Martin pretty much on the bridge and shit like that too. I don't care. She's this track. She's fucking horny. She's horny as fuck in this track and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? And which she's horny on all the tracks on this album. Let's keep it real,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, um, this one right here was not bad. I feel like this one has more of a vibe to it, if anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I do like about this album. Like I feel like the production definitely gives you that G funk, R&B, hip hop, soul mixed with it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Definitely love this track.
And they used the back seat of my Jeep joint from LL.
Yes, I forgot that. Yeah,
Yeah, I always loved that song from 14 Shots to the Dome, and I didn't care for the reggae artist. The reggae artist sounded like how Missy used to sound when she was Misdemeanor Elliott, and she was doing her little, ragamuffin type of stuff like on the Jodeci second album. That's what that artist sounded like on this song. Like he sounded like Missy back in like 93, 94. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But I mean, the joint was dope. I know it was a single. I never saw no video for it, so I don't know if there's a video out for it, but it was cool.
All right. Next joint, we guys, let's go to the Sugar Shack. Now, this is a skit I don't really care for. I'm gonna be real
Yeah,
with you.
it didn't make no sense.
So it make no sense at all.
No.
All right. Then we got the title track next. This is a very interesting track. When I first heard this track, I got the vibe. It has a brownstone feel mixed with an R. Kelly vibe. If that
Yes,
makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Oh, you actually agree with me? Oh,
I
okay.
I, I
Okay.
think it sounded like R. Kelly produced it. It sounded like R.
And
Kelly produced that.
it sounds like a dollar store R. Kelly. Like
Yeah.
not in a bad way. Not in a bad way
Mhm.
and stuff like that. It's like microwavable R. Kelly and shit.
Right.
Because let's be real. Say what you want to say about Kells, but a lot of motherfuckers was trying to copy his sound as his production
Yeah.
style at that
Yeah.
time and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, man. But this is definitely a very dope track right here and stuff like that too. Pretty much, we already know what she's getting into with this track right here. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of the pussy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jesus Christ! Like I said, I'm not gonna recite some of these lyrics and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna have to read them yourselves. But yeah, I like this track.
Yeah, yo. It sounded like a fake R. Kelly that produced it. I don't think she can sing, so I don't think she was good on the ballads. You don't have that vocal range, but it was okay. You know what I'm saying? If you give that song to like somebody that can actually sing, they would have killed it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
why you don't think she can sing?
She don't got the vocal range for ballads. Like it showed on this album. She don't got the vocal range. Like she's better on the fast songs. You can't do ballads. You
So
know what I mean?
what did you think of like t-shirts and panties? Her vocal were on that one.
I don't remember the original. I know the remix. I remember because the remix had Cameron on it. I don't remember the regular version of that.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, yeah. Missy
Cause
Missy was on Won't Waste You and Sweaty on this Jodeci album.
yes, sir. That's interesting. I mean, she's not the best singer. I would agree with you on that. But I do feel like with the production on the song, it doesn't really scream brandy vocals. It screams more like I'm horny as fuck, and I'm just gonna say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Cause
she definitely not good.
cause like, let's take an artist like SWV, for instance. You know what I'm saying? A song like Downtown. They have the vocal ability to do any of them
Right,
kind of songs, shit like that too. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And we all know downtown on me going downtown to the clubs and shit like that. No, no, no,
right, right,
baby. All
right.
right, so um,
Yeah, like if you give this song to SWV, they would have killed it.
yeah, like it definitely has a new beginning kind of feel to it
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But what's that? Hold on, there was another army artist. Hell, Shantae Moore
Right,
too.
Shanta Moore. Right, right,
Shantae Moore. Let's talk
right.
about her.
A great singer. that don't get the type of recognition like everybody else do. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Ashley because Ashley doesn't send me all her fucking albums, including
Yeah,
the like Reese. I was like, damn, Ashley, you must love me a lot, man. Shout out to Ashley for
yeah.
that shit.
Tony Braxton would kill any song she's on. So
Oh yeah, cause that's Tony. That's Tony.
yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like the ballads is kind of a stretch for Adina. I'm like she's not good at ballads.
Hell, even a stretch. Madonna, bedtime
Madonna was
stories.
good. Madonna was good at
Yo,
ballads though.
let's keep it
Yeah,
real. That bedtime stories
yeah,
is an R&B album. Let's keep it a
yeah,
buck.
for sure,
They
for
had
sure.
Babyface. I think Dallas
Yeah,
Austin was on there too. So,
yep, yep.
all right. Next song we got is "You Don't Have to Cry." Now, this is a cover of the Renee and Angela song. I'm gonna be real with you. The same sentiments you have about her vocal, I gotta apply it on this one. You guys know
Mm,
I'm a huge Angela
right.
Winbush fan. I'm a huge Angela Winbush fan,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have to cry. That's like one of those songs you should never touch. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like the beat, the style. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, shout out to Renee Moore too. Shout out to Renee Moore, but Angela ate that track. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
her and the other nigga that was singing it. Uh, eh,
Mm-mm.
now if they would have done maybe Your Smile, oh okay, or My First Love. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
But
no. With her? With Adina on it?
maybe I said maybe. 'Cause hell, even
Mm.
Avant and Kiki Wyatt, it took me a while to really appreciate Avant and Kiki's version too. Because I
But you
never
like
liked.
Kiki more on that one, right?
I like Kiki more, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Or I like to call her Eve and shit. But yeah, I could care less for this cover.
Now the guy that's singing on it sound better than her. He could have kept that shit for
Really?
himself. Yeah, I think he
Oh,
sound better than her.
okay.
The guy that's singing on it. He sound better than her singing.
Man, it's kind of crazy too because like it reminds me of when Aaliyah covered "Got to Give It Up" on the One in a
Uh-huh.
Million and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Which I never liked that cover. I
Hmm.
I, I hate to say it, but I never liked it and shit.
Who was comparing it to Madonna? We ain't compared to Madonna in '95.
Nah,
I ain't compared to Madonna.
some people did call the Black Madonna at that one point.
Really? She's not
Yeah,
that. No. Let's
nah,
stop that.
there'll never be a
There's one
black. There'll
Madonna. There's no black Madonna. There's
There's no
one.
black.
There's no black Madonna. She's definitely not Madonna.
All right, next track. My Up and Down. This is hot take. As far as singles go, I like this better than Freak Like Me.
Okay.
This might be my favorite track on the album and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of slow, sensual ballads that she excels at. You know what I'm saying? The beat too, with the horns.
Mm,
Ooh, oh my god. I mean, if they would have dropped the beat as a single by itself, I would have still fucked with it. You know what I'm saying? Again, the lyrics, I'm not gonna repeat, but these might be some of the most exotic lyrics that she probably spit on the whole album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of crazy too because BT actually banned the video and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny too because the music video had Tyson Beckford because Tyson Beckford was in all the
mm,
90s
mhm.
R&B, arm all the hype. I think all the hype Williams because I think Hype Williams did the video if I'm not mistaken. And if it was a Tyson Beckford video, Hype Williams would have probably directed that because I know he was also on Biggie's One More Chance remix and stuff like that. What other? I think he was on the TLC. Was he on the Red Light Special music video too from
Oh,
TLC?
Hype?
Tyson Beckford. No,
I don't
Tyson.
know. I don't remember that video.
He wasn't all them. His
He
little,
was
his
in all of
little,
them. Yeah, he was in all those videos. He was like the poster boy
him,
for videos back then.
For real. But this one right here was not a bad track. I love this track. The remix was not bad too.
I didn't even hear the remix of that. I mean, it was a cool joint. It was I never saw the video for that. The only video I saw from her was "Freak Like Me." I never saw the other videos. You know, I don't know why they banned it. We never heard about it. But it was dope. Just something different from her. You know.
I think from what I remember, why they banned it, because it's been a while since
Mhm.
I've seen the video. I think she was trying to imitate a dildo. I think
Oh
she was
Lord.
doing some weird sexual thing. I don't know. She was wild as fuck, man. All right. Now my other favorite track on the album, "Horny for Your Love." Yo, these last tracks, she was just did not give a fuck, man. She would just say,
Mm,
you know what, fuck it. I fuck with Adina low key. Fuck, I fuck with her. But yeah, this one right here was very dope. Probably my favorite track on the album, next to "My Up and Down." You know what I'm saying? I mean, just feeling just feeling her womanhood. That's the best way I'm gonna put it. When it comes to
right.
this track and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Love the beat to it. Very slow, sensual beat. That's very R. Kelly influenced, to say the least. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm
and the
hearing a
good and the
lot of
bad
R.
of
Kelly on
it.
here. Why not just get R. Kelly to produce on here? I mean, I know he was busy, but shit, he could have did a couple tracks for him, you know?
I mean, he was busy trying to get his marriage and all at that time.
Right, right. Getting with Aaliyah and shit. That's why he was busy. I get it. You know what I mean? It was cool. It was alright.
Yeah, it was definitely good. And I'm gonna skip the cooling in studios. I'm gonna skip that one. I'm gonna just jump straight to baby come over. You know what
Uh,
I'm saying? This one right here was pretty straight. Nice way to end off the album. I love the beat to it and
yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this one was pretty straight. I love it.
Yeah, the beat was fire for this. I like the beat for this. Dope love song, mid tempo track. Good way to end off the album.
Hmm. Give me 1 second. All right. So overall, while this album is not a classic by any means, I was still entertained by it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, compared to other R&B albums that came out in '95, like R. Kelly self-titled, Jesus Christ, Society of Souls album, which that's an album that's very
Yes,
underrated. We have to talk
definitely,
about that.
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? This one definitely screams 1995. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like while she's not the best singer, she carries herself like she owns this, like she elevates her material.
Right.
Which I can say that I can't really say that about a lot of people who would have songs like this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, production. I would take R. Kelly's self-titled, and then you mix that in with Brownstone's first album. The what's the album? What's the album? What's the album? What's the album? Give me 1 second. From the bottom up.
Right.
That's the best way to describe the production and stuff like that too. Speaking of Brownstone, rest in peace to Maxie Maxwell, by the way. Crazy way how she went out. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give this a 4 mics. I feel like it's a very dope album. I feel like if you have dope speakers,
Oh yeah.
this would be the perfect album for you. You know what I'm saying? With the
Yeah.
bass line, the synths, and everything like that
Hmm.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this one.
Yeah. I mean, it's still the production to me was the start of the album. Like the G Funk production. The R&B melodies on it was dope. That was like so. When you hear it, it sounds like a '90s R&B album. And then when you have your joints like "Freak Like Me" and "My Up and Down," "Baby Come Over," like there's some joints on here. I don't. I just look at it like it was just like a real vibe out album. You know what I'm saying? It's not something I'm putting in the same tier with Tony and TLC and them. Just like it's a cool out album. You could get freaky with it. You know what I'm saying? She had like a lot of nasty lyrics on there. That's pretty much what it is. Like I'm giving it 3 mics. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's like it's just one of those albums that once in a blue I might play. You know, that's about it.
Right. And she was supposed to have came out with a second album, and that was supposed to have been called Welcome to Fantasy Island. But between Do You Want to Ride and this album, she was going through a lot of controversy. So for one, pretty much she was in a love triangle with Brandy and Wanye from Boys to Men. And this was around the time when Brandy and Wanye were dating one another.
Hmm.
And what ended up happening was that Sylvia Rone had warned her not to go out and do that and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
she didn't want to listen and stuff. But at that time, she said she even said she was hard headed and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, and then what ended up happening was the fact that she had while she was working on the album, Mecca Don and East West had merged into Elektra Records. You know what I'm saying? And
right,
this led to Adina Howard getting more creative control, and this got into her head because at one point she was actually arguing with the label heads, cursing out the album team and everything like that too. And they had already sent out a few singles like "Freak" and "You Know It," and of course "Teaching in My Panties,"
right.
but they shelved the album and stuff like that too. I mean, I think the album's available. I'm debating on the fact I actually want to actually talk about that album one day. I might actually talk about that one day because I'm actually intrigued. Because I heard a lot of people say that that's actually better than the first one. But yeah, that's pretty much what had happened and stuff like that too. And
What
then of
wasn't
course
it? Wasn't it like something where she was doing the album cover and like someone got bit by the snake or some shit? Is that like a real thing she used?
that I never heard about that.
I don't. Maybe just a rumor. I remember hearing that she used a real snake during that photo shoot and she almost got bit.
Wow, that's
I don't know.
that's crazy. Wow. Um, and actually, the album has actually been released on streaming 2021 and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? I'm not gonna say anytime soon, but sometime in the future, I will probably just listen to the album and review it one day, just for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying?
5 years from now.
No, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna probably listen to it probably tonight and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to it tonight, and then because like I said, I already have pretty much most of March planned out when it comes to reviews and movies and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? This month might be a bit experimental, keyword a bit, but we have some heavy hitters this month and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I'm gonna end this off right here because, like I said, I gotta eat me some. I haven't ate since earlier this morning. So so Saturday at 3 p.m. we're gonna do like a little mini short review on RJ Payne's three-piece EP. You know what I'm saying? Solely produced by Eric Sermon. So be on the lookout for that. Also, this Sunday, you know what I'm saying? We're going time to be announced. We're gonna do what's that? The No Doubt Artist Sunday. We're gonna continue on with that. Their Beacon Street album and shit like that too. So be on the lookout for that. Also, sometime this week, be on the lookout for our double review on the French Connection and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So really can't wait to talk about those movies. So that's all I'm gonna say for right now. Anything you want to say before we head out?
Yo, shout out to the homie Exotic Drinks. He came by earlier today, dropped off some mixed drinks that he has. You know, he also dropped off some edibles. I ain't gonna show everything. I'm gonna just show these. Y'all can see it. Reg, you
Oh,
got you. If you come to New York, you definitely got to hit him up. He got the weed for you. This is the weed right here. He got the little samples, and I got the big bottles in the fridge right now on ice. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. Go follow him on Instagram at Exotic Drinks. He got a YouTube channel, NYC Addictions. We're definitely gonna be doing some content outside this summer. We'll be doing some stuff. Waiting for the weather to get good. Look out for
hmm.
that. And yeah, I didn't go live yesterday. I'm gonna definitely go live next week with Rocker. Get well soon, Rocker. He was sick, and we doing big things over here, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta support black businesses. That's what I'm all about, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, black business all day, baby.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right. So, hope you all have a good night, and I'll see y'all niggas later. Peace.
Peace.